Let me just double check, make sure our audio's good. Yep, we're looking good.
Boom.
What's up, Pops?
Just like that. It is Saturday,
At the shop.
and we are coming to you live Saturday morning from Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, Texas, one of the fastest growing cities in the United States.
As per one of the publications here in this city.
Yes.
What do we got on today's show? Will you just,
Watch it.
Ready?
We're so prepared today. 14 days and counting. A freak sighting. It's spring cleaning time. Networking doesn't have to suck.
and,
Cinco de Edgar.
oh, you've got another one?
Sure.
Dang, we're on it today.
Let's simulate some fun.
Ooh, in real time.
What?
What?
This isn't gonna be an action-packed show today.
You're right. You're right. I am going to get back at Ron and Chris on camera. I'm going to whoop both of their asses.
Good.
And at the 12-minute turn. So
Why?
Because they thought they were going to be smart and funny and smack me in the face the other day when I didn't know it was coming.
Ah.
And they weren't in on it. They weren't in on this. You know what I'm curious with?
What are you curious with?
How this Liquid Death does with this Distretto coffee.
Ooh, I don't.
It looks good though, doesn't it?
Created some science right there. We're drinking Liquid Death this morning. Liquid Death. Sparkling water, veteran-based company.
Good morning.
And a good friend of ours, Colleen Quinn up in Omaha. Her son is involved in the company, so
You're kidding me.
no, that's why we have it.
Oh, well, that's badass. And also, we're waiting to see if Larry the Cable Guy makes it in this weekend.
Yeah, I hope he does.
And he also drinks Liquid Death.
He
which
does.
Is, thanks, Larry, for getting us introduced to this.
Yeah,
Fancy water.
I think Larry will be. I think his golf tournament. He's at a celebrity golf tournament at Choctaw, and it'll get canceled tomorrow. 87% chance of rain.
Let's get to the news because we've got a lot going on this week.
We do.
You're
but
going to want to pay attention.
pay attention to this, but let's first. If you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know.
Yep.
We will say good morning to you in your native tongue.
Ooh, Al. I wonder where Al's coming in from.
Why?
Because that seems to be a new name. I'm curious.
That
where
is
he's coming
Al.
in from.
Al is a new name. Yvonne's in, Julie's in, Lee's in. Julie's over with tax season.
Go ahead and hit share if you're watching this on Facebook. And if you are on Instagram, why don't you just go ahead and tag up a couple friends? Speaking of friends, we have
I wish we had
Darren
a-
Choppy is in.
I wish we had a someone say whiskey admin here that could share it on their page.
Ooh.
I already shared it
Oh, it's all over the
good.
place.
All right, good. Perfect. Just
But
checking.
good morning. Darren's in.
The Darren Choff.
The Darren Choffey.
Yeah.
You're smoking one of his
I'm
his
smoking-
many incredible cigars.
This is absolutely one of my favorite cigars. It is the Martinique Lancero, released here at the store last year, and love it. In fact, let me know, Darren, if you have more Lanceros, because I'm almost out.
Also, he's going to be here for the Derby. I don't know if you know that.
Well, let's see. He is the cigar sponsor.
Yeah.
Principal Cigars and Woodford, and we might as well start talking about that. I see the Bococks are in. Everybody, good day, mate.
Just
That's
global.
just that's a blanket. That's universal.
global.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. Going with that.
You know what?
What?
Give this a shot.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, give it a shot because it's not good. It's actually not that bad, though.
It adds that little bit of
Minerality.
mineral to it. I don't know if I would go with that on a daily option, but
No. But I wanted Liquid Death and I also wanted some coffee, so let's just do it both at the same time.
so this is out of my G'day Mate cup, some Distretto coffee, which God save these guys. They are the best coffee. We have a coffee shop right next door that roasts coffee. We still get it from Distretto.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're awesome. And they've been partners with us for a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't really matter because they do an awesome job. They're great people.
They are great people.
And they've saved our lives a couple times with just caffeine intake all the way through. Let's talk Derby, okay? Because now we're getting to the point where we had a lot happen.
Yep.
We had a lot released, a lot of registrations, and then it goes through this natural little lull.
Right.
And then the last 2 weeks, people decide to buy tickets.
Procrastinator University.
So here's
Graduates. Yep.
Let me just address one thing for the procrastinators in the world. Good morning.
All right, well, we will give them a shout out shortly. Bring that close to us.
Hang on. What is this? This is House of Bread?
House
Jesus,
of bread.
how heavy is
Oh,
this
look at
bread?
this.
Wow.
He went double underhand.
Did you see that? That's when he was on the JV softball team in his middle school.
Jesus. This, holy,
Holy bejesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see this at home or from the space shuttle, but these are the largest cinnamon rolls I've ever
Damn. Okay, those will be
Please
available.
tell me these are the keto-friendly ones.
And
Because I'm just going to go face down.
these are the talent treats right
Yeah,
here.
I'm going to be like, ah, ah.
Oh, Alba Dogs, good morning. Good morning,
Oh
everyone
my
who's
God.
joining
So
us.
who is this?
Okay.
This is House of Bread. They have sent over 14 pounds of cinnamon rolls.
Of 2 cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, so everybody's going to get all jacked up on nicotine,
man.
caffeine, and sugar.
Ooh,
Woo! This is
thank you for bringing that
That's
in.
the three
badass.
basic food groups of daycare.
Yeah. Okay, Derby.
Derby.
That I'm
We
not
had
even
the lull.
upset. I'm not even upset about that.
No, I'm upset.
We
'cause I
had the
can't eat
lull,
'em.
but now we have the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
This is where people are starting to buy tickets. Here's the thing. I'm just preparing for these questions to come through. Hey, I see VIP is sold out.
Can you make
open
some more?
No,
No.
I can't. Other than Rob, because he told me like 6 months ago. Okay, Rob is my only concession. I'm going to say that out there because he wasn't procrastinating. We're just working on it together. But it's okay because the GA tickets are badass.
They are.
Let's talk about the flow.
Let's talk about
Okay.
it. I'm at home. I've picked out my Derby gear. My seersucker, my fancy pants shoes. I've got a hat that's gonna make me look like pimping. My wife
It ain't easy, baby.
my wife has tried on now her 4th dress. I'm giving you. I'm just having you picture this. This is the 4th or 5th time now after all these different dresses that she's put on. How does this make me look?
And then you
The
have to-
answer is
Beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I would.
You look like
Yeah,
one of
don't-
those horses.
Don't say rethink it. Don't
Yeah.
say, did you look in the mirror? Don't ever
Thanks,
say.
whoever
I'm just
was
giving
back
you
there.
guys, giving some of you young kids advice. Always look great.
You didn't hear my line.
What?
I can't say it now.
Oh.
Frank thought it was funny though. I
All
thought
right.
it was. I thought it was put there.
My wife is watching
Oh,
right
she's
now.
in?
Okay.
I
So
hope she didn't.
So
hear it,
here's the scenario. That's true, she says. So
what you
they
said. What I-
get the hats. They got the hats that are like massive. They got the flowers. They got the makeup on.
Okay, yeah, we get it. We understand.
We get in the car. We drive up here. Then what happens? Take it.
Here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna walk in. You're gonna check in at the front door. You're gonna be given a box. If you're one of the first 150 people who come,
150.
you're going to get a kit box. We're actually printing it up. It's really, really cool. You're then going to hop into the humidor. In the humidor, you're going to find cigars that will be pre-release whiskey straws. There will also be mint julep, dipped cigars from Principal. So just from the label to the cap is going to be dipped in mint julep. Trust me, it's going to be stellar.
Yep.
After that, you're going to step into this room. This room, the public lounge, is going to be, there's going to be a bar that will have, that you won't pay for.
No, it's not.
Woodford is throwing down SKUs. It will not be empty at the beginning of the day. And then we're looking at kegged mint juleps.
Mint juleps.
On top of that, there will be 3 different photo stations, different environments. We're talking balloons. Chris Remy Thomas will be there with his 360 booth.
That's great. Awesome.
And he also said that he's bringing a 10-person platform. It's the only one in the United States, as far as he knows. So it's going to be
To get 10 people on there to do the 360 photos,
Yeah.
that is going to be so cool.
VSOL will be in here. So if you want to pick up an event-only accessory that's really cool, lighter, you can do that. In the back, casino, craps, blackjack, I think poker as well. We're talking GA tickets have access to all
GA
of this.
has
Okay.
access to all of it.
Step out back.
Step outside.
Catch me outside.
Cash me outside.
If you don't have VIP tickets, I won't talk about that. If you do, you'll have your seating will be out there in the paddock. It's going to be cool. But
All participants must drink They're Woodford with their pinky out.
Correct.
Yep.
That's in the fine print. But in the back, we have a 600 square foot Woodford lounge, which is the home and the staple piece of the SSW bottle share happens in there.
Yeah.
But you forget a bottle, don't worry, because Woodford's putting another bar back there.
Yeah.
How about you take a step out and look to the south about 15 feet?
All you'll see is what looks like an extremely large nuclear warhead on wheels
Yes.
with smoke coming out of it.
That is correct. That will be Mark Sheeran. And Mark Sheeran is doing he continuously, I can't imagine he gets any better, but he's said he's gotten much better than last year.
I find that pretty hard to believe.
Yeah. So you can add on premium barbecue on there. We're working through something where it might be included for everybody. But all the way through, the event is a massive, massive amount of work.
Look, every stick of furniture that's in this building is out of this building.
Mm-hmm.
It is a tremendous undertaking that our team has put together, and a GA ticket is how much?
$30.
$30.
It's-
Let me just equate that to, that is currently what, 6 gallons of gas.
Well,
Let's
let's put it this way.
One movie ticket and a box of popcorn, but no pop yet.
But last year we ran the numbers. Okay, so this is just a mindset. I want to pull back the curtains here. When we talk about big events and we appreciate your support, this is our way of really giving back. Yes, there is a ticket, it's $30. But last year, all in, our cost per individual who walked in the door is $67.
Yep.
So
It's a profit deal.
yeah, it's bad business, but what it truly is a unique experience that we get to party together, have something different. Everyone just gets to let their hair down and
Yep.
have some fun and be children for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, so
And it's, for as much as of this is not only is it's not just a cigar event, and it's not just a whiskey event. It is a party tied to the Derby that will happen to have cigars and will happen to have very incredible cigars and will happen to be sponsored with Woodford.
with Woodford, and it is the one event a year that we really tie it together. Now, obviously, we have SSW, Someone Say Whiskey, every Friday, every second Friday for their bottle share.
Right.
But this is a way for us to do just a kick-ass partnership event every year.
Yeah.
So this is, if you're into one or the other or none, that's okay. Come in and be a part of it. This is me truly asking you, if you're interested, go get tickets now, because it's only going to get busier and more difficult as we get closer, and it's going to be worth your time. It's May 7th, 2 weeks from today, noon to 7, so it's an afternoon
It's an
event.
afternoon event. You can still do your evening thing.
Yes.
If you want. You'll probably be shit-faced drunk by that point. But let's just call facts facts. Mm-hmm. You know? You might just boot and what do they call it? Boot and start over
Boot
again?
and scoot?
Boot and scoot? I don't know.
I don't know, stick and move. So that is on May 7th. I won't overwhelm with the amount of events and things happening right now because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
But one more if I add to it. So we have May 7th, Saturday.
Right.
Back up 2 days. That is May 5th,
Which is Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. So
Yeah, let's do an event right before the biggest event of the year.
it's okay. It's not going to be a huge heavyweight event.
Yeah.
This is Edgar Hoyle will be in the house. He will be re-releasing, for those of you who know it, the cease and desist. That's the Cabroncito, Connecticut.
Yep.
That will be back in. It's a 4x44, really small cigar.
Made
Ultra
originally for my
buttery.
wife,
Yes, we
the
got
Queen Bee.
and we got. Well, let's just say we had an opportunity to rebrand to cease and desist for a different reason. If you know the story, then good on
You know the story. You know
win
the
it.
story. But to prevent another cease and desist, we won't tell it.
We won't tell the story.
No.
But that will actually be 5 to 9 on that Thursday. So come in. We'll have tequila. I'm thinking we could cater in some tacos. We'll run through the planning this
Yeah.
week. But that cigar will launch. Edgar will be here. VIP green room ahead of time. An owner spotlight event.
My lovely bride has brought up one more thing. Back up 2 more days, and it's her birthday. Now she's been,
She has 2 birthdays.
she does
We
have
talk
two
about
birthdays.
this every year.
Yeah,
but
she has 2 birthdays.
she doesn't know if her birthday is May 2nd or 3rd because on both birth certificates, they say
2 different days.
dates.
Yeah. It's Seneca. You know, math is hard.
Is that where it was? Seneca?
That was in that area. Well, actually, it was in Elgin.
Boy,
Yeah.
all of those areas. What's up, Cigar Hammer? Mike coming in strong with you. We got Busy
We
P
had
rolling in.
a couple people. We had somebody come in from California, and if I haven't seen any others, good day, mate, from California. I probably should have worked on my California dialect a little bit. I think I need to get into that, but I'm a little jacked up on caffeine right now. To kind of slow down and go, hey, man, what's good? I sit around Colorado, Stewart, like that. But, okay.
Oh, Pop.
So we got Oliver in. We got everybody. Basically,
Hit share
the
right
internet
now.
is if somebody smokes a cigar, they're watching this show right now.
Yep. I'll tell you what, Chris, if you're available on Thursday, Cinco de Mayo, come up and set up a charcuterie board.
Do it.
Absolutely. No problem. We'd be glad to open the doors for you. And anything that we can do that has you attached to it, count us in.
Let's stick with, before we get to a couple of these cigar related things, God forbid we talk about cigars. You talked about Cinco de Ayer. We might want to talk a little bit about how the fact that networking doesn't have to suck.
It doesn't have to, and it doesn't suck.
It doesn't.
And this Tuesday, every last Tuesday of the month,
Yeah.
we have networking that doesn't suck. What does that mean? I think we have a really good system set up, to be honest.
It's
only
it
our
is
second
so
in,
cool.
but
It is so cool.
this will be our third. We have problem solution table up here. What that means is we all have these kind of issues that are happening. Well, why don't you sit around with 6 other people, throw your issue out there and get some feedback on it.
Yep.
That's some walk away that you won't get at a normal networking.
Yep.
Then you can. If you just want to sit in, hang out, introduce yourself to some new people, do it. We've got that. In the back, we have a 101 table. And I don't know
Cigar
if we'll
101.
do, I don't know if we'll do Cigars 101 or if we'll find someone else that knows. Maybe we could do like a Firearm 101. Maybe we could
Or
do
a whiskey or a bourbon or a scotch 101.
100%.
I bet
agree
you,
with that.
I bet you Johnny Goodner would come in and talk about bourbon.
Actually, let me ask that to the people who are watching here. What would you like to see as a part of a 101, table?
Yeah.
That's maybe an hour or so. In the very back, I think we still have 2 spaces in the VIP Maduro Mastermind, which you've done with Daniel Hill.
I've done it both times, and that's a very structured. Everybody goes around, introduces themselves, talks about it, throws an issue that they're having at work out. If they're entrepreneurs, and maybe they're trying to find ways to come up with how do I find new clients, things like that. And then you get all these people on the outside looking in that are coming in with great suggestions for these people, and everybody gets an opportunity to do it. It is worth the price of admission. What is it, price of admission?
$20 or
Yeah, that's nothing.
yeah, and just to give you an idea, the gentleman who leads it, Daniel Himmel, is getting paid about 10 grand a weekend for corporations to come in and do this with their leadership team.
Yep.
For $20, you get to sit in on this. And there are bottles sitting on the table. Look, it's well worth it. So that's Tuesday. It's 5 to 7. I love the timing, how it's worked out. Then it concludes at 7 and just turns back
Then
into the lounge.
turns into the lounge.
I absolutely
It's awesome.
love it.
It's awesome. And that's on Tuesday.
Yep.
So then after that, we do Cigar Talk Live at 7, so we could pluck one of those guys out of the crowd.
No. You know who's coming in?
Who?
His name is Nick Scrivens. He owns Forefathers, that polo company
Oh, yeah.
with those really cool designs.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and he's going to be on the
nice.
show.
I
If
like
you guys aren't familiar with Forefathers, you have got to check this out. I'm actually going to drop a link. I didn't pick up any of them. He was gracious enough to gift me a few of these shirts, and they are tremendous. The themes are good. The one has like this argyle pattern
Yeah.
with green, and then you see a little guy, and it's incomplete, but it's just because it's a guy mowing his lawn,
Nice.
and the rest is all open.
That's
Just
awesome.
kick-ass shirts.
Larry Adams is asking what's happening on June 3rd and 4th.
Let's talk about cigars so we don't inundate too much. Just to
Yeah,
give anything.
I'm with you. Larry, we will come back to that. I swear we have those on here. We're going to talk a little bit about, let's talk a little bit about some cigars and some things that are happening. By the way, how cool is this ashtray?
Look at that shirt.
That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Lafine Lam, they are friends in France that do the cutters and they do the knife cutters.
Yep.
And they're doing the beads. I saw these on their website. A lot of people, it's amazing how many ashtrays we sell. And it's hard to find an ashtray. But these ashtrays are felt based, but they're made of concrete. And it's pigmented lightweight concrete or lightweight mortar. And there's multiple colors, but these things are awesome.
I love the design.
I do too.
We wanted to bring them in about 6 months ago, but we figured the shipping would be too expensive because of the weight.
2.5 pounds each.
Yeah, they're not bad, and it's at low profile, so the
Yep.
wind isn't going to blow it over. I definitely want one for the house.
Yeah, for sure.
That thing is.
They got
What do those
gray
retail at?
Like $70.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah.
Perfect
It
for the
is.
backyard.
Yeah, because you always put like we have porcelain ones outside, and they get messy.
Yeah, when it gets the rain in there and they all
Yeah.
stain up.
Yeah.
And then the metal ones, those all rust.
All rust.
So and I would think the concrete, as it gets some use to it, probably looks cool, almost
Yeah.
distressed.
Yeah.
More industrial stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, those are in the barn, but one of the things
Sorry for everybody. I got working through a little cough thing.
we are too. The spring cleaning sale, it's a once a year deal. Now here's the thing. We're getting ready to go into our trade show, about 45 days. We've got some product, even some limited edition product that we have purchased in the past that it's just time to move it out.
Yep.
It's our once a year clearance sale. If you're a member, the discounts are in lieu of your membership discount, but
Because they are double digits larger, steeper than your
yes.
your
existing
current
discount.
your current discount.
So in the humidor, this stuff is not online, folks, sorry. But in the humidor and in the accessory area, like some of the Brizard stuff, I'm gonna say names. I just can't say the exact prices because a lot of these guys have a minimum advertised price that you can't
So we're not gonna
announce the
advertise.
pricing. We're not announcing that, but brands from companies like Espinosa, Tatuaje, Artigas,
Regis.
Brizard. There's a bunch of stuff there.
St. Dupont.
St. Dupont. 25% off on everything that's got a red dot on it. 30% off on everything that has got a gold dot on it.
I think you just advertised.
Well, I didn't say the price. It's about price.
It's the number?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So the sale runs until April 30th. Cleared out. There's a rack. The center rack in our shop has everything on it. It's all dotted. Some of the stuff we have backup boxes. There's like that Oliva Advent calendar. A bunch of stuff in there that is get it out.
Yep.
Time to go.
It's going to be moving.
We have
We got a little shop
we have
Nazi
a
in here. He
pet
doesn't like-
squirrel back here.
Anti-community dog.
We should name him G'day.
Yeah. We can name it today.
No, he's not a mascot dog.
No.
We don't really need a mascot squirrel.
Good day. Good day, mate. Good day. Doesn't even know its name.
Doesn't even know it's
Doesn't even know its name.
that's
Get it out of here.
that squirrel is dumb as a dog.
Oh.
So there's also one other thing happening in May. Spring cleaning, by the way, it's on, it started, we're off and we're rolling.
Yep.
The other thing is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like Ellie Blue, which is again from France, some of the most spectacular pieces of art that are humidors. Unbelievable. They also have an incredible line of cutters and lighters, things like that. The president of the company is going to come in here and do a trunk show on May 21st. Trunk show. You can come in and see it, touch it, and feel it. I think if you think about it, June is Father's Day, so it gives you an opportunity to get in there and get something
And this is
from Ellie Blue.
these are real heirloom pieces. And now, not everything. They have some lighters that are absolutely fantastic that aren't crazy expensive, but very, very nice. But then they do have some heirloom pieces. If you want to create something that will honestly last generations,
Oh yeah, No, it's
This is the quality.
no doubt about it. So Ellie Blue will be in the house. Last thing I'm going to talk, there's a couple of cigars that I wanted to talk about that just kind of remind people as I was walking through the humidor. It is outside time now that it's spring almost everywhere. It is outside time. Darren Chaffee created a cigar called Bad Principle. He's got this little 6x60. It's
Is that
seven.
a 6x60?
That's what, or maybe it's a 56.
Yeah, that's
Maybe a 56, but it's a beautiful cigar. It's actually made with some of the, in a sense, some of the end pieces when he's making aviator product.
Mm-hmm.
But this cigar for $7.50, if you want something you can smoke outside, smoke on the golf course, you're not worried about leaving half of it in the ashtray. You won't leave half of it in the ashtray
well,
because
give
you're
it to
going to
your
smoke
friends.
this thing. It is incredible, and it's got that little extra bit of punch. When you're smoking outside, you're missing a lot of the flavor of smelling the cigar because a lot of it's blown away, particularly on a day like today. Smoke something that's a little bit stronger to impact your palate just a little bit more. Last week, Oliver was in and released the Terra Nova for the first time here at ICC. Everybody has loved this cigar.
I've smoked
It is a sessionable cigar.
kind of a Zulu-esque cigar. For me.
Very much priced right in these things. Last week I smoked the last two cigars on Friday and the first two cigars on Saturday was the Terra Nova.
Which one do you like better? You like the dark fired Kentucky?
No, I like the other one.
Arapique.
Arapique, yeah. I like that. And the Abuelo,
Yeah. The Abuelo. This is done at JRE factory.
right?
It is 100% Corojo underneath, and then inside, I think as a wrapper, it's an Ecuadorian Habano, if I remember correctly. But if you want something that's medium plus, great flavor, smooth, a little hit on the front with a lot of complexity.
And for those of you, if we lost you at the turn on the brand JRE, it's actually the JRE is Gusto, Aurora, and his family owns that company is Aladino and Tatiscan. And if you're sitting in the shop today, odds are you're going to stumble into the guy because he is in town and he's coming over.
Oh, you're kidding?
No,
Oh, he is a kind-hearted guy.
I love the guy.
Oh, that's cool. He's coming over.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. I thought he was going to be here for the show.
Oh, it's a Honduran Habano wrapper. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, small detail there, but important. Now, do we want to? Okay. Go. Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys know, we're an LCA shop, Limited Cigar Association. It's created by the Pravada Cigar Club, Cigar of the Month Club. These guys are doing something really, really unique. There is a kind of I guess in Central America, they're Sasquatch in a sense. It's called Subterráneo.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's something that they believe in. It's alien based, so of course it's true because aliens are real. But these are aliens that got left behind when they were making a lot of the pyramids and things down in the Mayan areas and whatnot.
They just left him.
They just left them. So anyway, the Subterráneo it is a real deal. I mean, the people in South America genuinely are afraid of these Subterráneo characters. Okay, but what they're doing is they're releasing 12 different cigars, all made by AJ Fernandez, and they're selling these cigars to different shops. So some shops will just have one and some shops will just have the other. And it's kind of a scavenger hunt. It's kind of like you're collecting baseball cards. But what's interesting is we are one of 4 dealers in the country that have the Farik. The Farik, this is the Mickey Mantle rookie card in the pack. If you want to complete the set, there's only 4 places in the country that you can get it.
Wow.
So we have 100 of these. The Farik is in. It is a Robusto, AJ Fernandez, but we have the Farik. So we will promote that, and if we promote it today on the LCA page, they'll scoot. But it's a very, very cool concept of just going out and chasing cigars all over town.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a pretty cool label too.
Yeah.
I like the whole concept. They did a good job of kind of marketing and getting the whole setup together and telling the story and the whole Bigfoot thing behind it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Those guys are really doing a good job. I like to see a disruptor in an industry. LCA, it's funny because manufacturers will ask about it. Different people ask about LCA and Pravada and that. And I just think it's great if somebody gets people off a kilter a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe readjust what they're thinking about. I think there's positives and negatives with everything, but I really applaud them for
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And quite frankly, they're introducing a lot of new people to the industry. And that, I think,
Tons.
is what our responsibility is.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I think one thing, as we make a little side pitch of finding different experiences to get people in the building to maybe enjoy a cigar for the first time, which we've seen the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. JP, pay attention to this part.
F1. F1 is a great opportunity to not have to know anything about cigars, but just have a place to watch F1 in a unique experience, in a unique environment, rather.
I'm so glad it's going to rain tomorrow because golf would have interfered with tomorrow's race. We had one. I don't realize how much I miss F1 when they have to take that week off when they're going halfway around the world. But this one is in Italy. Our team, or my favorite team, which is the Haas team.
Did you see?
Qualified P4.
Yeah. And they have
P4
the
and
sprint
P12.
race. They have the sprint race today.
Yeah.
So if that's on and you throw a spoiler, that will be up.
Yeah. So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 2 hours before the store opens, come in. You can sit in this area here for free, correct?
Yeah. No, up here it's a ticket everywhere through. Every way through. It's $10. I think it's 25 or 30 in the back, but that includes
Snacks and
it includes some cool stuff.
mimosas and things like that.
And a cigar is included in it.
The Patoro, there's a Patoro cigar that was made available to us just for this event. They literally sit in our safe, and before the deal, we pull them out of the safe, and then after the F1 race, we close the lid. They're not for sale. They are only for the participants in the back.
It's pretty cool stuff.
It's a fun way to watch F1 in a crowd, particularly when you got people cheering for different drivers.
Yep.
So it's a great experience. But from what I understand, young man, you're going to take it to the next level.
Yeah. So it's one thing to watch it, right? But what if we could drive it?
Yep.
Okay, so I need some feedback on this because I've had a lot of conversations with a gentleman named Alvaro. He came to networking
last time.
Just salt of the earth, this guy.
Yep.
Well, we've been working and modeling out the idea of a sim racing league here in the lounge that would operate kind of like a bowling league, right? A couple days a week, maybe it's Monday, Tuesday, 16-week league. It would be 20 teams of 2 drivers.
Yep.
And we'll take your best 12 or 14 weeks. Sometimes the team won't be able to do it, so we'll discount those. There's live running points for the entire season, but you come in, they're on these big, $20,000.
Yeah, it's a whole apparatus that you sit in. You're sitting in the cockpit of a car.
True driving simulator. So you will actually there will be 2 in here is the idea. Either 1 or 2 in here. You come down, throw your times down, and then we'll have at the end of the season we'll have basically a tournament for the top teams that come in. Now, as we're starting to think next level, now we're talking about a four racer bay where we have live events and the whole deal.
Right.
But I'm really curious and actually there's a specific number of people that I need to give a thumbs up of, yeah, I'm in, sounds like a good idea. I'm curious, is that something that you guys who are watching, you guys who are at the shop, would be interested in taking part of?
I only have 2 thumbs, but they're both through the roof.
Oh, we can make a team. You and I could be on a team.
We're going to dominate.
Yep.
We're going to dominate.
Also, Sheeran, my first
Sheeran.
my first driving lesson with Sheeran, I think it's next week. So
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna have plenty of sim time.
Well, hopefully Sheeran doesn't get in these cars because he'd probably wax us.
If so, he'll be our alternate.
Yeah.
We'll rig it for
right.
sure. Okay, so Hollywood is down. I saw Hollywood put that in. We have I don't know. I can't remember who that is.
I won't say what Chris said, but if you're watching, you'll see what Chris said.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Trader, get your ass in here tomorrow.
Be here at 9:30 is when the doors are open tomorrow, Jim Trader. If you have tickets for F1, you can buy tickets at the counter.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so that's a big thing is I've got to figure out if we can fill these slots.
He wants to bring the 360 with the green screen
Okay.
for F1.
Whatever you want to do.
Chris, you have carte blanche. We'll get you the keys. You just put all shit in.
Yeah, whatever the hell you want to do, man.
Yeah.
This is your place. I know zero about F1 racing, but really like to do it. This would be beginning of
I'm telling you, if you get hooked on the sim, you're going to get hooked on F1. If you get hooked on F1, you're going to get hooked on the sim.
So here's the thing: is with the simulators, there are a couple things we want to do. Make it so you can drive an F1 car during F1 weekends, and we can start throwing some competition. But the sim racing league, everyone thinks they want to drive an F1 car, but these are simulators. So they're very realistic. So all of us, everyone in that sim racing league is going to have to do a different vehicle, like a Porsche GT3 or
Perfect.
something that isn't an F1 car, because it's so accurate that this is actually the program that the F1 drivers use as
Right.
their practice.
Right.
So it's very accurate, and for those who have driven, you know where you're supposed to hit the brakes and where your mind tells you hit the brakes are different things.
Totally different.
And just won't be as fun in an F1 car, but you could just drive the hell out of everything else. I mean, you're talking heel toe, you're talking
This is
everything.
going to be.
If we can make it,
I cannot wait. That is going to be the coolest thing.
we have to be able to. It's
And what would be really cool is if we can patch it in so we could pump it onto a couple of different screens. So
we will.
that'll be
will.
awesome. So
Not
people
only
can be
that-
sitting there watching somebody just bash into guardrails.
Not only that, we could take that stream live, so you can see people who are running their laps. You can chime in. You could do whatever you want. This is a whole program we're thinking about of truly taking it to the next level.
That is some next level stuff.
So, yeah, and then we can chum the market and see if people really do enjoy it, because this is one of those deals that it's one thing to just open up early for F1 because we want to do it and the numbers don't have to make sense. But this is a significant arm of what we would do, and to do it right, we need to make sure we have that interest. So
Yeah.
before we actually do pull the trigger, let's can I run Herbie? Yes, you can, JD. You can run whatever you
So
like.
Oliver wants to sponsor a calendar of Nate in different poses every month. That's next level stuff.
That's gonna be expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can make that happen. Yeah, we can make that happen.
The men of
What is it?
ICC.
French Girl Month is July for Nate. Yeah, yep. Boy,
I think if he runs Herbie, he's not gonna win.
no, he's not gonna win.
No.
Okay, so that's what we've got. That's what I'm glad we brought that up, because I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'll throw the feelers out there to the email list this week and see if, just look for an email this week if you are on the list. If you're not, go to our website and get on it, and we'll put those feelers. Those who give us a thumbs up will have first access to it. We only need and can only have 40 drivers for the first run. So be
22-man team.
22-man teams.
Okay.
So we'll play that by ear. I'm just so excited about it. It's
It's gonna be
keeping me
fun.
up at night.
Yeah, it's just the thing is when you're watching race cars, you just wonder what it's like to do it yourself,
Uh-huh.
and to be able to get in a simulator and do that it's so much fun.
If we can get ECR, Eagles Canyon Raceway, to be a part of it, then we can start having days out there where people can drive in a track. People always think, oh yeah, I could go fast in a car. I think I'm a good driver. No, you're not.
You're gonna spend a lot of time in the grass.
Yeah, and even the good drivers spend a lot of time in the grass.
Yep. Yeah.
So no, this is we're working our ass off for you guys right now, and enjoying every second of it.
Yep.
And I hope it comes through at least in some small form or fashion. But there's a lot of things happening.
Tremendous amount of effort to continue to create experiences for people that are smoking cigars, and that's what we're in this business for. Everything else seems to take care of itself.
Yep.
So to answer Larry's question earlier, what's happening in early June? June 3rd and 4th.
June 3rd and 4th. I cannot overstate this enough of who will be in the building,
No.
but Nelson Alfonso will be traveling from Spain
Spain,
to be here at this lounge.
just to hang out.
This Nelson Alfonso is, I don't know, it's tough to really explain. Yeah, you could say he's the owner of Atabey. He's a blender. He's got this history, but this is a artist, a revolutionary that spent time in a Cuban prison. This is a blender that blends the wood inside of his aging humidor because he knows the difference if there's too much cedar in there.
Or the type of cedar.
This is a guy that has blinded a cigar, told me the blend, told me the tobacco.
And how many more weeks a particular leaf in the cigar needed to rest.
Without knowing that we had to rush it by exactly that amount of weeks to get it ready.
Yeah. And I got a chance to see firsthand when I went as his guest to Cuba, to the Habanos Festival. This guy within the Cuban cigar world is the man. I mean, walking through that trade show with him would be like walking into Cowboy Stadium with Emmitt Smith.
Yep.
You just don't get 3 feet without somebody stopping, 3 more feet and somebody stopping. It literally took us 30 minutes to get 30 feet to his booth. It was unbelievable.
He will be here June 3rd and 4th. Just put that in your calendars. This may not be a huge event. We may qualify and do a dinner. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to look like yet, but this will be an experience that will change the way you look at cigars to a level of if you sit with Luciano and have a conversation, there is a degree of excellence with him that is, it sounds weird, but it's almost spiritual when you spend time with him. I hope that doesn't sound too.
Well, there are people that are purists that within their craft, there are people that, whether they're assembling a car, if they're manufacturing a car, there's this perception that somebody like Ferrari does.
Well, he's like Chip
puts
Foose.
all the attention to this extreme detail. This guy lives it with cigars, and when he scraps cigars because a certain amount of airflow doesn't come through the cigar because oxygen is a flavor component within the cigar, too much air, not enough air, it has to be perfect, or he scraps it. I mean, that's the type of commitment to utter perfection that by the time you get done, you're going, the cigars are $25, $35. It's a bargain. It's compared to some of the other stuff that it sits on the same shelf with it.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And now you start looking at, you're talking Atabey Byron, right? 25, 35. But you also get that Bandolero at 14, 15.
It's incredible.
It really is. And it will give you a new appreciation of what the upper echelon of cigars.
So, yeah, that's going to be, Larry, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick a time when you're going to want to get in here, but this just in, you need to get your ass here for that.
Oh, yeah. He said, spoiler alert, we have hotel reservations.
Very, very smart.
They will travel.
Yeah. Why don't you stay on the 5th and start looking for a house here in Frisco?
Yeah, I'll get you to a real estate agent quick.
Yeah.
I got a quick question.
Yeah. And Chris said he's got a couple extra rooms, so bienvenidos.
Well, unfortunately, we're missing Adrian today.
Well,
Yeah.
I got something to unpack.
You packing something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, what you packing there, Chris?
squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Scrappy.
We're packing squirrel today.
We got squirrel in here. We are a dog-friendly environment, but if you bring a big dog, it will clearly see this one as a
Well,
snack.
this is courtesy of Mark McClurkin.
It looks good.
pink.
Thought it would be funny and I wouldn't use it, but I said I'll show him.
Yeah, it looks cute,
Now I'm
very
the
cute.
fruitiest guy in Frisco.
Yeah, I mean, you're showing him right now. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'm not
I
a
think he ended
fairy.
up on the good end of this either way.
I think so. But I think Scrappy's the winner in all of this.
She looks very relaxed.
Jesus.
Biz come flying in. Let's call it a good show.
But I think just the utter preparation. I feel good because we got the liquid death. So and if you haven't watched the little Sats walk, if you haven't caught any of our Sats walks on Instagram, go to our ICC page and see how we roll in. But because Sasquatch does exist. In fact, somebody sent me a picture this week. They got a pictures of a Sasquatch in Illinois on the water.
What?
So they're verifying the authenticity of the picture, but it's,
Is it clear or is it blurry?
well, the picture was across the lake. That's true though. It's got to be real. So in the spirit of Sasquatch, we do a Sats walk.
Yeah.
And they've gone from good to a lot of fun. So if you haven't watched them,
Check it out. It's on our Instagram. It's an Instagram reel we do every week. Yeah,
Every Saturday.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
the beauty of it is, how many takes does that take?
One. That's a one taker
That's
every
one
week.
take every time.
No
And
retakes.
usually the idea is forming as we're getting ready to shoot it.
It was today. We're
was
standing
today.
out there like, okay, you're going to be here.
Yes.
You do this.
Yeah.
And-
a lot of moving parts today.
Ron,
Good throw, Ron.
great throw of that liquid death.
Yes.
I mean,
Perfect. Came in.
Just watch
perfect.
it. Just watch it.
Just watch it.
Otherwise, come in. We have a lot going on. Check out the events page.
Mavericks tonight, or tonight or today? 3 o'clock? Mavericks, playoffs, Salt Lake, today.
Sweet.
Maybe Luka, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're going to win.
Sweet.
Yeah. Come on in. Things to do. We got F1 qualifying to watch.
F1 today, F1 tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, just pay attention to what's going on. Just come
And-
up here.
25 to 30% off. Let's save some money. Want to?
Let's do it.
With that, good day, mates.
Peace. We out of here.